on my screen, two screens are there. One is of Tele and second one is Tele as
Ma'am,
well as
you are
my
on the
screen.
live screen. Ma'am, you are on the live screen.
Okay.
So you may kindly start the session.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay. So good evening, students. Good evening once again. We are here to learn the Tele Prime. I already told you about some. Yes, I already taken the some introduction part of the Tele, but I heard today that some of you wants to download the Tele. So still you have not downloaded the Tele. So to download the Tele and make sure you are downloading the new version of Tele, that is Tele Prime. So just open the telesolution.com. Just open the telesolution.com. I am writing here in the chat box. Telesolution.com. Telesolution.com. And on telesolution.com, you will be having one section, download section. And from there, you can download the Tele Prime. Make sure you have downloaded the Tele Prime. It will take hardly 5 to 10 minutes. It's a very small file. Okay. So you can download the Tele from there. You can download the Tele from there. So now I'm going to start the session. Now I'm going to start the session. Okay. So today again, I'm going to give you some brush up because I heard that you faced yesterday some problem. You were not having the Tele live screen. So today I'm going to give you some brush up. How can we start the Tele? First, you should download the Tele Prime from the Tele website, Tele Solution website. There is a one download section. From download section, you can download the Tele Prime in educational mode because you cannot, you are not taking the license now. Education mode is a for the learning purpose. For the student purpose, they introduce the educational mode. So you should download the Tele Prime in the educational mode. Okay. So after downloading the Tele Prime in educational mode and after installing it, because you will get a one exe file. And when you start the exe file, when you execute the exe file, you will get Tele Prime in your system. And you will get one shortcut of Tele Prime in your desktop also. Please listen carefully. First, you should move to the website telesolution.com. And there is a one section that is download section. From download section, you can download the Tele Prime in educational mode. Okay. After downloading, you will get one exe file in your download folder. And when you have the exe file in your download folder, so just double click it, just execute it. When you execute it, then it will install the Tele in your system. And you will also get one shortcut on your desktop of Tele. Fine. Then continue in. When you start the Tele, you will get this screen. And in this screen, there is a written continues in educational mode. Just open it. Press escape because this will not in your screen because I am having the company also. So that's why it is taking from there. When you install the fresh then after educational, you will directly get this screen. And then you have to create a one company. Create a company. Okay. And just set the location where you want to save the company. For example, C:/ICMAI/Tele data. I'm sure these folders will not in your system. ICMI is a folder and Tele data is a subfolder. These folders will not in your system. But while writing here, Tele will automatically create the folders. Enter. It will gives you the message. You want to create the folder? Set it yes. Then enter. Now your path is C:/ICMAI/Tele data. Enter. Now just mention the company name. First example. Enter. And I told you in the sessions, I am sure you remembered. What is the difference between company name and mailing name? So I'm not mentioning again. Then just select the state. Please make sure you selected the correctly state. Enter. Then you can remain it blank because these are the optional. Okay. This will not like stuck. Fine. Enter, enter. Now financial year beginning from and books beginning from. Students, please remember what is the difference between financial year beginning from and books beginning from. See, financial year is always be the April to March. But books from any date, from any month, you can start the books. It's not like that you have to start the books from April. Enter. I'm not going to change here. Why so? I told you now, if you are working in educational mode, then in educational mode only first, second and 31st date will be accepted by the tally. Tally will not accept apart from the 1, 2 and 31st. So make it remain same. Okay, now press Ctrl A. After pressing the Ctrl A, you will get this screen. This is the screen of company feature. This is the screen of company feature. Okay, now basically company can be of two types. One is accounts only, where you are not maintaining the inventory. One is accounts only, where you are not maintaining the inventory. What stock you are purchasing or what stock you are selling. And in that case, Tally will not calculate the closing stock automatically. Okay. If you are maintaining only the accounts only, then in that case, Tally will not calculate the closing stock. For example, suppose I am setting here no, maintain inventory no. Then Tally will not calculate the closing stock automatically. Please remember. And presently I am not going to teach you the taxation feature. So set it yes. Set it no, sorry. Okay, now press Ctrl A. After like setting all the things, features and then company creation, everything, you will get the first screen that is known as Gateway of Tally. You will get first screen that is known as Gateway of Tally. In Gateway of Tally, in this toolbar, this is known as About toolbar. Now, this toolbar, you are having K, Alt K. See, this shortcut key is Alt K. If you are finding anywhere underline, then the shortcut key with the Alter, see Alt K for the company, Alt Y for the data. I already told you in the first session. So presently I am repeating. Okay. Now, after creating the company, you are having masters. One section of master. So under the master section, you are here. You will have create. Create groups, ledgers, currency, voucher type. These are the accounting masters. Now what is group? We understood now groups are similar to A's. Whatever the heads in the final accounts, we mentioned under the final accounts. Right? In a trading account, you mention the opening stock, purchases, sales, closing stock, direct expenses, direct income, indirect expenses, indirect income. So they all are known as groups. Under balance sheet, current liability, under balance sheet, two sides are there. Liability and assets. Under liability, capital you are having. General reserve you are having. Creditors you are having. So they are known as groups. By default in a Tally, 28 groups are there. Then ledgers. In a Tally, default 2 ledgers are there because these are not fixed. It varies according to the company to company. Ledgers will vary according to the company to company. In currency, by default, we are always having one currency, that is Indian rupees. And voucher types. Voucher types is transaction types to be recorded. Suppose we are receiving the cash as a capital. So transaction type will be receipt. Suppose we are paying salary to our employee. So that the transaction type is payment. So receipt, payment, contra, these are the voucher types. By default in a Tally 22 voucher types are there. They introduce in Teleprime 2 new vouchers. So 24 are there. Okay. Statutory details. You can enter the PAN here. Because you not enter the PAN at the time of company creation. Okay, now next is alter. If you already created some ledgers or work groups, then you can alter from here. If you want to delete, then just just click on the alter. There is no add, delete. If you wish to delete, then alter. Okay, next is chart of accounts. This will show the complete groups, how many groups they are having. I told you 28 groups are there. How many ledgers they are having? Same groups are there. Only cash and P&L is there. See, cash ledger is there and P&L ledger is there. This one. Next is voucher types. 22 before previous version it was having 22. Now it is having 24. Okay, now currency. Only one currency is there, rupees. Budgets, no budget is there, no scenario is there. So we are going to start now. So first we'll make some ledgers and after that we'll post some entries. So how can we create the ledgers? Create ledger. Now first ledger is capital account. I'm not having any opening balance, so I'm not entering the opening balance. Okay, I'll only show you the transaction because I already show you how can we enter the opening balance and how can we check the reports. This is just a brush up. Okay, enter. Capital should be under capital account. No matter what name you are assigning to the ledger. The only matter is group. If you are selecting the proper group, then it will be shifted in the under the balance sheet or P&L. According to the group, it will shifted your ledger balance on the related correspondence head. Okay, next. I'm not mentioning here the opening balance. Control A. Purchases account. Under purchase, it should be Control A. Sales account. I'm creating here the ledger. See, I by mistake I typed the incorrect spell, but Tally will not give you the message because it doesn't understand the name. It only understands the groups. So it should be under sales. Control A. Ram account. Now Ram is our sundry creditor and 15 days credit period. Okay, Control A. Shyam account. It should be sundry debtor and 15 days. Control A. Fine. Now next is salary account. It should be indirect expenses. Control A. Wages account. It should be under direct expenses. Control A. I can create the commission account. It should be under direct income. Control A. Then you can create creditors. But presently I don't have any opening balance. I already create Ram and Sham account. Okay, now one bank account should be there. State Bank of India account. It should be under bank. Okay, this is our current assets. You can create a bank OD or bank OCC, current account or overdraft account. Okay, you can mention here the account number, whatever the account number you are having. Fine. IFC code you can mention. And if you are mentioning the IFC code, then the digit should be correct. Suppose I mention 123, then see one format like it will check your formats. So it is giving me the one error. Invalid IFC code. IFC code must starts with 4 alphabets. Whatever the pattern it is following, na IFC code, you have to enter in that pattern. Otherwise, don't enter if you are not knowing. Swift code, bank name, branch, everything you can set. You can say even you can set the checkbooks, right? Control A. Now next I'm going to enter the some entries. As yesterday I like mentioned na, sorry, I like already done the lots of entries and we checked the reports. But today I am repeating it because yesterday the problem was there. Voucher. Okay. The first entry is we started the cash with capital. So it should be received. Do not enter the transaction in incorrect voucher. If you are entering the transaction in payment, is it the payment? So first justify the transaction, whether it is receipt, whether it is payment or contra or purchase or sale. So it is payment. It is receipt. Presently it is showing me the payment. Default voucher is payment, but F6. Then capital account. Then 10 lakh rupees. Enter, enter. Okay. Now I am entering the cash account because I received the cash as capital. So just write down the narration. Received cash as capital. Fine. Now I enter this entry 1st April. I can change the dates with the help of F2. Now press F2. F2 is a shortcut key to change the date. Now after receiving the capital, I deposited the cash in the bank. So what will be the entry? F4. What is F4? F4 is a shortcut key for the contra entry. In contra entry, if the transaction is related to bank to cash, one side debit and one side credit, two accounts are always be affected while doing the entry, while passing the entry. And if your entry affected two accounts, but the one is cash and another one is bank, whether it's the debit or credit, no matter, then the entry should be contra. Then credit cash, because cash goes on 8 lakh rupees. Enter. Then debit State Bank of India. Enter. Now you have to mention the cash denominations. Okay, what kind of currency you deposited. Suppose you deposited 400 of 2000. Enter. Now your transaction amount is completed. Enter, enter. Now date is 2 April. Okay. Next. Suppose you purchased the material, but it is of 5th, it is of May, 1st May. So you can press F2, 1st May. If you are typing here the 3, then it will not enter because we are using educational mode. So just press 1.5. That's been 1st May. Then purchase means F9. F9 is a shortcut key for the purchase. Now enter the invoice number. Invoice number is a very necessary to mention because unless until bill number is not there, then how can you cross check? Right? So the invoice number is CP-01 cash purchase date. Transaction date can be the earlier from recorded date, but it cannot be the later from the recorded date. That's mean transaction date can be earlier, like can be 1st April, 2nd April, but it cannot be 1st June because it is not possible record first and then do the transaction later. It is not possible. Okay. Enter. Party name is cash. Presently, I am going to purchase cash. Enter, enter. Now, here, particulars. Particulars, estate purchase account. How much you purchase? 3,50,000. So now your cash balance is, presently you have the cash 2 lakh rupees and you are purchasing 3,50,000. So cash will be negative. So you should enter the 1 lakh rupees. Okay, enter. And at the time of transaction, you can check the balances. How? Just press Ctrl N and type here the cash account. See? Okay, cash, only cash. Now next is enter, enter. Just write here the cash purchases. Enter, enter. You accepted the transaction. Okay, now press F2. 2nd May, you already again you purchase the material from some party. So how can you purchase? Credit -01, enter. Enter, party name is Ram account. Again control A and then set purchase. Now it is credit purchase. No matter credit or cash purchase, you should enter the transaction on type of purchase. Just type here 4,50,000. You purchase the material 4,50,000 from Ram account, but it is your creditor. It is your credit purchase. And you have to pay within a 15 days because you mentioned credit policy, credit days 15 days. New reference. Now what is new reference? You can assign the one bill number, and after like assigning the bill number and then while payment, you should select the against reference, presently new reference. Okay, now again you purchase 1st June. Okay, credit -02. Again you purchase from Ram, control A, and purchase. Now you purchased again for 1,20,000. Enter, enter. Now Ram balance is 4,50,000. It is showing you. Here again you should select the new reference. Please do not select the against reference. While payment, you should select the against reference. Presently, you have to select the new reference. Enter, enter, enter. Now we are going to pay the amount to the Ram. Now, while selecting the Ram account, it is giving you the references. You are having the reference of two. One is credit 1 and second one is credit 2. So suppose you can pay in the part also. Like part payment of credit 1 and part payment of credit 2. So credit 1 you are paymenting 1 lakh rupees. And against reference, second bill, you are paying suppose 1 lakh rupees. So total you are paying 2 lakh rupees to the Ram. Fine. First is against credit 1 bill. Second is against credit 2 bill. Enter cash or bank because you don't have the cash, na? You are having in the bank. Enter, enter. You have to mention the instrument number, whatever you are having, na? Okay. Date also, instrument dates. Like suppose you are giving check to the Ram of date 2nd June. So you can mention here. Enter. Now next is sales. Now you sold the things on cash. You sold the things on cash. So just press F8. Cash. Party name is cash. Okay. Now enter. Control A. Control A. If you are not having lots of details, then press Control A, Control A. Then you can move ahead. Then sales account. Enter. Sales. I have done the mistake now. Why I have done the mistake? Because I entered the incorrect spell. So I can change from here. Control Enter. Sales account. Control A. Now the spelling is correct. Now I sold the goods 3,50,000 of 3,50,000 on cash. Fine. Enter. Now I want to deposit in the bank. So how can I deposit with the bank? F4 contra entry cash. How much cash I am having? 4,50,000. So I'm depositing 3,50,000. Enter, enter, enter. Now my bank has been credited by how much amount? 3,50,000. So currency is 100 this and 50 of 1,000. Now still it is not completed. So you can mention the 200. Okay. Just again 3,50,000. That's mean 100 this. So this is 2 lakh rupees. And this is again 150. Enter. Now the amount is completed. So this way you can enter the entries. In a tally, the entries are so easy to enter. But the thing is, base things should be cleared, like groups are what, voucher types are what, how can we enter the transaction in a correct way. See, I'm entering the cash purchase or credit purchase in a purchase voucher. So same way you have to enter. Okay, now F2, next date, 1st July. On 1st July, we sold the material to the Sham. So credit sales is there. So again press F8. Whether it is credit sale or cash sale, you have to press F8. So you sold the material to Sham. Control A, Control A. Then sales. Sales should be credited and Sham should be debited because Sham is our debtor. 1,50,000. Now, what will be? What should I select? New reference or against reference? Can anybody answer me in the chat box? Can anybody answer me in the chat box? What should I select? Should I select the new reference or against reference? Answered me. Is it possible to give the answer? Write in the chat box. If you know the answer, then write in the chat box. Okay, I'm moving ahead. So here new reference. Why new reference? Because I sold the material to Sham on credit. While receiving the payment, while receiving the cash or bank check, I'll select the against reference. So here should be sales 01. I can mention the voucher number here also, your bill number, that is bill number. Enter, enter. Okay, now F2. Again, I enter the 2.8, 2 August. I again sold the material to the Sham. Fine, Sham and sales. Now 1 lakh rupees. For 1 lakh rupees, I sold the material. So again here should be new reference. Please do not select the against reference. Why? Because referencing are created. With the help of this, referencing will be created, and while receiving the amount, we will select the against reference. So now reference is sales 02. Enter, 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 and Control A. Now I am receiving the amount. So press F6. Now you are receiving the amount from Sham. Against reference, you have the bill of 2,50,000. One bill I should cancel because he is giving me the full and final payment 1,50,000. But he is giving me the full and final payment 1,49,000. So 1,000 is what? Discount. So I should enter here the cash 1,49,000. Then here should be discount account because discount will be alter C. It is debit. Here is 1,49,000. It is 14. Okay, enter. Now it is again debit. Alt C, discount allowed. Enter, enter. It is our indirect expenses. Now press Ctrl A. Okay, now the transaction is completed. Fine. Everybody is listening carefully. Everybody is doing simultaneously. Or you can do one thing. You can listen first and then you can do it later on after like completing the session. Okay, now I can check my Daybook. How many transactions I enter. But here, see, it is only showing me 2 transactions. Why so? Try to write on the chats. Why it is showing me only 2 transactions? Because my current date is 2nd August. And on 2nd August, I entered only 2 transactions. So what is the shortcut key to change the period? Suppose I want to check the transaction from 1st April. Then Alt F2. First A, 1A, you can write the 1A. Enter. Now you are having all the transactions. Then Alt F1. What is the shortcut key for Alt F1? Alt F1 is a shortcut key to see in a detailed mode. Okay. Alt F1 is a shortcut key to see in the detailed mode. Now next. One by one I can enter. Suppose I mistakenly I enter the capital account of 10 lakh rupees. Now how can I alter? This is a new thing. Previously you are not aware how can we alter. I never talk about the how can we alter the entry. Now today I am telling you how can you alter the entry. So to alter the entry, just open the Daybook. Just open the Daybook, and for which date entry you want to alter, just select that. Suppose it is not showing you that day entry. You want to alter the entry of previously enter, previous date enter. So Alt F2, 1st April. You want to alter the entry of 1st April. Suppose by mistake you enter the entry of capital 10 lakh rupees. Actually you have to enter of 15 lakh, but by mistake you enter the 10 lakh. So just press enter here, then change the amount, 15 lakh rupees. Fine. Okay. So now you change the entry. So in a tally, alteration is again a very easy. Drill down. Only drill down. See, if you want to change the contra entry, enter. And if you don't want, by mistakenly you open, press escape key. Then you want to alter the purchase entry, press enter. Escape. You don't want to enter, then press escape. So in a tally, drill down is very easy. In a tally, drill down is very easy. Okay, even you can delete from here also. Suppose by mistake you enter the receipt entry. Okay, so press enter and Alt D. See, it is asking delete, yes or no. And if I select yes, then it will deleted. Now I don't want to delete it. So just press escape. Okay, now just press escape. It is not deleted. Fine. So please remember, if you are deleting the entry, then the thing is that this receipt is 2. Okay, and this is 1 number receipt. Now I'm telling you of the purchase. See, this is the purchase number 3. This is the purchase number 2. Yesterday I told you now how can you filter the entry? F4. You only want to select the purchase entry. Now you want to delete one entry, this one. Then what will be what will happen? Actually, delete should not be there. Please do not delete any entry. If you deleted this entry, then this entry will be shifted on the 2 number. So instead of delete, you can press Alt X, cancel the voucher. Right? Alt X, cancel the voucher. See, I am showing you. I enter first A. Right? I enter sales 3. 3 sales and 3 purchase. So I am deleting a 1 purchase. How? F4, just select the purchase. Okay. Now I am going to delete it. Then the 3rd purchase will be shifted on the 2nd. See? Alt D. Enter. Now it is shifted 3 purchase shifted on the 3 on the 2. So whatever you are you have already taken the printouts. Then all the voucher numbers will be disturbed. Okay, now I'm showing you how can we cancel the entries. Daybook, Alt F2, first A. Okay, and then press F4. Then sales entry. Now I don't want to disturb the voucher numbers. Then what is the shortcut key? Alt D. Just cancel the voucher, Alt X. Enter. Now your voucher number is not disturbed. See, it is showing you the cancelled voucher. Make sure you're learning in a proper way. I already shown you how can we enter the entries, how can we delete the entry? How can we cancel the entry? How can we check the entry already? Like the transaction has been already done, but I want to check the completed transaction. So from where I can check the completed or transactions? From Daybook, I can check the completed transactions. Okay. Fine. Okay. Now next. Next. Now, with the help of these things, you can delete and control D and alter X to delete the entry. But now the thing is that as an auditor, I want to check the entry. I am an auditor and I want to check the entry. Right? So I'm having the Daybook. See, what is the place to check the entries? Daybook. Later on, I'll show you the audit features, but presently I'm telling you about the Daybook. So first, from where I can check all the transactions, just open the Daybook, press Alt F2, just extract all the entries. Now I'm having all the entries and I'm having the vouchers, printed vouchers also. One by one, I need to check it out. Tick, green tick. So alter R. Suppose I check capital entry. Okay, I checked capital entry. So here is a C, here is a written. Remove line. So control R. Hide the entry. It will not delete your entry, remembered. It will only hide your entry. Okay, see, effect is also there. In a balance sheet, you can check the capital. You are having the capital. Because you doesn't want to delete the entry. You want to check the entry. So to check the entry, you can hide the entry. Okay, still the effect is there. It is not deleted. So from where? Daybook. Alt F2. Hai. Now I want to check the entry. So Control R. Now contra entry also I want to check. Control R. Control R. Now suppose I want to unhide the entry. Control U, Control U, Control U. Fine. So these are the things you can do it in a proper manner. So just if you like not understood in a proper manner, like what is the how can you alter, how can you delete, how can you cancel? So here is a written. See, enter. To alter the entry, press enter. Here is a written down here. Please you can check. Is select space bar for selecting the entry. Add voucher. Suppose like while checking the Daybook, you again suddenly you remembered one entry should be there. Then you can press Alter A. See, whatever the letter with the underline, you should press Alter with the help of Alt key, Alter A. You can insert a new voucher from here. Suppose I can add, I want to introduce a new, owner also introduce the new capital, 3 lakh rupees in 2nd April. So F2, 2nd April and then capital, 2 lakh rupees. Enter cash. So while checking the entry, you can add the entry also. Okay, duplicate vouchers. What is duplicate? Like you want to create a one more contra entry, but the contra entry should be of 2 lakh rupees. Presently it is 8 lakh rupees. So I can press Alt 2 to duplicate voucher and I can change the amount here. Only change the amount. Okay, so this is the duplicate entry. Fine. Control A, Control A, and Control A. Now two entries are there, two contras are there. One is of 8 lakh and second one is of 2 lakh rupees. So this is the way. How can you enter the duplicate entry? How can you delete the entry? How can you cancel the entry? And how can you hide the entry. Remove line means hide the entry. See, please check. R letter having two underlines. So whatever the letter having two underlines, that will be run by with the help of control key. So control R is a shortcut key to remove the line or hide the line. Remove means it doesn't mean ki delete the line. Remove means hide the line. See, control R, it will hide the entry. Control R, control R, control R, control R. And control U, control U, control U. Again, you can unhide the entries. Hide and unhide. So this is, please be careful while reading this. Because remove lines, generally remove means what? To delete or to cut. But here remove means hide the entry. Okay, suppose you are hiding some entry. Then control U, restore. Again you want to take back. Control U, control U, control R, control R, control U, control U. Hide and unhide. So please remember these shortcut keys, because in a tally or whatever you are using, suppose you are working with Excel. So in Excel, shortcut keys are very important. So in the same thing in a tally, the shortcut keys are very important. Right? I'm pressing escape. So I'm sure everybody learned the Daybook. Okay, Daybook. So in the next sessions, we will also learn the more functionalities of Daybook. Now next, balance sheet. Alt F2, period, change the period. We enter the entry of 2nd August, so 28. Now it is giving me the complete entries, whatever I entered. From here I can press enter, enter, enter. See, it is showing me the capital ledger. And suppose I am pressing here enter, enter, then it is showing me the capital entry. Okay, now suppose I want second entry, enter, enter. So in a tally, drill down is a very easy, very easy. The software is very easy. It is very user friendly software. Now here, sundry creditor, enter, enter. And if you are entering here, then you can check the RAM ledger. And if you are entering here, then you can check the entries. Fine. Same thing in even anywhere you can press enter. This. I sold Sham to 1 lakh rupees and I paid 1,50,000 rupees. So 50,000 is credit. It is remaining with Sham. Fine. So this is the understanding of these things. Anywhere you can enter. See, you are having the cash complete ledger. Then again enter. You can check the entries. So very easy, na? Tally is very easy. User friendly. It is very user friendly. From profit and loss account. Again, same thing. Drill down, enter. You can check the entry. Then this, enter. Then enter. Then enter. Now the entry is there. So tally, in a tally, drill down is very important. From any screen you can drill down. Suppose you want to check the discount allowed. Enter, enter, enter. So this is the discount allowed screen where you pass the entry of discount allowed. Okay. Now the last is ratio analysis. See, current assets is to current liability. It will calculate the current ratio. Okay. All the formulas, whatever you are using, na, quick ratio. What is quick ratio? Current assets minus stock in hand. But presently we don't have the stock in hand. So that's why it is giving me the same ratio. But now I should enter the stock. How can I enter the stock? Yesterday we learned, na? Create ledger. Stock account. Enter, enter. Stock in hand. It should be stock in hand. Control A. From here I cannot enter the closing balance. From here, from alteration screen I can enter the closing balance of stock. stock. Enter, enter. Now I am having on 31st March 25,000. Now the quick ratio will be changed because what is the formula for the quick ratio? See, enter. Now press F2 because it is giving me for 1st April. Na? 31st 3. Okay. So these are the ways you can see gross profit ratio. How can it calculate? All the formulas, whatever you are using, na, it will by default it uses that formulas. Okay, now our quick ratio is 23.11:1. Why? Because I entered the closing stock. So first it will less from the current assets. It will less the closing stock from the current assets because the formula for the quick ratio is current assets minus inventory or stock in hand. Okay, divided by current liability. Current assets is to current liability. So current assets minus inventory. Okay. So these are the ratios. Display more reports. Trial balance. Even you can enter the drill down here also. Enter. 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 In every screen drill down is available. Every screen. They see. Okay. So this is the screen of trial balance. You can check everything. Daybook. We already seen cash flow. This is my cash flow. How much cash I received and how can I outflow the cash. Okay, and it is giving you the chart in April and in May, in June and in August. July, no transaction is there. Now next is fund flow. Again, same charts is there. Then account books. I told you. What is account books? From account books, you can check every ledger. See ledger. All the ledgers are there. Capital ledger, cash ledger, right? But you have to change the period. Alt F2 1st April. All the transactions are there. Everywhere in every screen you have to change the period. Remembered. In every because it always show you the ledger of current date. But you want to check the complete ledger. So you have to press Alt F2 to change the period. And Alt F1 is a detail mode. Okay. Now next is group summary. Now I want how many current assets I am having. So bank in cash, stock, debtor, bank in cash. So this is group. Okay. They all are coming under the current assets group. Same thing, any group you can check. How many groups are there? How many groups are there? 28 groups are there. Okay. Same thing, group vouchers. Suppose I want to check how many receipts I passed. So just check the, voucher types, na? Group vouchers, bank account vouchers. And then contra register. All the registers are there. How many contra entry you passed? In April, you passed the 2 entry and in June, you passed the 1 entry. Payment register. All the registers will be automatically created, automatically opened by Tele. No need. Only the thing is company creation and setting the feature and enter the transactions. That's it. Ledger creation and enter the transaction. All the things will be automatically done by the software itself. But make sure you are entering in a correct way. Fine. Next is a statement of accounts. Now you want to check how much standing, how much outstanding you have. Enter payables. So 47 days overdue. How? Because you purchased from Ram 1st June, but still to August you haven't paid anything. So it is overdue by 47 days. Why 47 days? Because you are already having the credit days, 15 days credit period. Okay. And next is receivable. From here you can see, you can trace out the error, payables. So Sham account, how can you pay the Sham? Sham is your debtor. Enter. You should check it. Okay, you should check it. Fine, because you pay the advance amount. Then receivables. So same thing you can check. Everything you can check now. From everything, here you can check everything. And F5, see here is a return. F5 is a bills receivable. F5 is a bills payable. Bills receivable, bills payable. From here you can check. Every time you don't need to press escape, escape, escape. See, suppose you want to exit from this screen, escape. You want to move from this. So from here you can move now. Okay, this will shifted the screen. And then ledger wise bill. This is very important report in our field. Bill wise report. Fine. Next is statistics. Yesterday I told you now how many contra entry you have entered. 3 contra entry you have entered. And how many vouchers you entered? Sales voucher you entered 3, but 1 is cancelled. It is showing you. So this is the statistics, which is very important report for us. We people used to check how many ledgers are there, how many entries are there, what kind of entries are there. So this is statistics. Just take the printout of this. Whenever you with a client, na, you just take the printout of this. Okay, so to take the printout, there is a one shortcut key, Alt P. This one. But in the later session, we will learn a printout. Presently not. Okay. So make sure everything is understood. You understood everything. Any query, then you can write. Any query. If you have any query, then you can give me in the chat box. Fine. Anything you want to know? Okay. Just a minute. Huh? Hold down, please. I'm sure you understood in a like each and everything in a better way. So I'm ending the session with the help of like by ending this session, I'm sure you learn the tally, but it is just a like basics of tally. Now from the next sessions, we will learn the advanced things like how can we how can we deal with the inventories, how the tally will automatically calculate the closing stocks. Okay, how can we create the stock items? What are the stock groups, categories? Everything we will learn in the later sessions. Now you have 2 days leave, Saturday and Sunday. Please do it in a proper manner, whatever I told you. So use the Saturday, Sunday for the exercise. It will take hardly the 10 minutes, hardly 10 minutes. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Have a good day and bye. Take care.